Hey everyone, Kaylee here. Today we're trying out products that Instagram made me buy. Now obviously Instagram has ads in your feed as you're scrolling through, or you can have sponsored content from somebody that you follow that pops up. I decided to count both of those as things that Instagram made me buy. So here's what we're going to be going through today. Coco and Eve, Bay Rose Oil, a gadget called the Pony Popper, and a temporary spray color that's supposed to show up on dark hair. And we're just gonna see which, if any of these work. And I'm gonna take you along with me. So let's go. Our first product is Coco and Eve. And I'm loving that it matches everything right now. Like, this is perfect. Now, Coco and Eve has a video that has been making the rounds, and a lot of you guys have sent me the video and asked me to review the product. Venturing onto their website, they claim that this is a super nourishing coconut and fig hair mask with 5 benefits. It restores dry and damaged hair, improves hair texture and shine, hydrates and deeply conditions, treats split ends and tames frizz, and transforms your hair in only 10 minutes. So for all those benefits, they are charging $45 and you get the mask, free shipping, and a little tingle teaser type brush. This brush was a lot smaller than expected for me, and it did work on my hair, though I think that for very thick hair, it might not quite be enough. But then let's get to the actual product, which I have used. Everything else here I'm gonna be trying out for the first time, but just to keep this video moving, I figured I might as well try it first and, you know. In order to show you guys the results, I used it today, so you can see my hair is left very shiny. I only have leave-in conditioner in after the mask, and my hair is very shiny and it feels very silky. I dare say it feels like a virgin. And one thing that I really noticed when I first used it is that my hair had been extremely tangly. I had just gotten my highlights touched up and my hair is always tangly after that. And then I used this and the tangles were like zilch, nada, everything was good. My hairbrush was going through my hair like normal, and that was so rewarding to me, because anytime my hair gets tangly, I get stressed about breakage, and then there's frizz, and then just all the stuff you don't want. So that was a really great result for me, and I had been using other masks without getting that result. So that was score 1 for Coco and Eve in my book. I really didn't want to like it because I felt like it was so gimmicky. Everything was so beautiful and all that. It just felt like I was buying the theme. I wasn't necessarily buying a great product. But then as soon as the product was actually good, I was shook. So I definitely really like it. My biggest qualms are the price point and the fact that you always have to buy it with a brush. I'm also a little salty about the price because my other favorite masks, the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Mask and the Living Proof Restore Mask, are cheaper. And especially the Briogeo one has better ingredients. If you're okay with the price point and you like what I've said about the product, it's definitely a good buy. Like, it's a good product and I think you guys will really love it. I just think that there are other ones that are less expensive that can perform better in some ways. And so that's my nuanced, rounded opinion on that. Coco and Eve, great product. Other products, also good and less money. So whichever way you want to buy, go that way. My next one is the Way Rose Hair and Body Oil. The ad was specifically for this giant size bottle. This was, I think, $70, maybe $60, but I think it was $70. Very expensive, but for the price per ounce, it was a lot less expensive than buying the smaller size. So that's how I justified it. It did come in its own little curated box. It came with the pump, it had some stickers, a little poster. It was also very aesthetic. The only negative is that it leaked in the box a little bit, so I have some rippling right here, which kind of takes away from the look of the bottle as it sits on my vanity, and that makes me a little sad. But that being said, I've never actually smelled their rose products. Like, I know they came out with the rose hair and body oil a long time ago, never smelled it. So I wanna see. Okay. So I was expecting straight floral, like old lady floral. That is not what this is. It's actually got some fruit notes in there. It's almost like rosé meets rose. And I really, really, really like this. All right, so I think it's time to try out the product, yeah? I'm just gonna squirt a little in here. Ooh, okay, a lot comes out. All right, that's too much for my hair. My hair will look like a grease ball, so let's just try it on my body first. Oh, that feels very oily. Like, between my fingers, it feels very light, but rubbing it on my shoulders right here feels like I'm rubbing on straight up baby oil. So given that this is kind of a potent oil, as I can tell from putting it on my shoulders, I'm just gonna put the residual on my hair because I have fine hair, so if I put a lot of oil on, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm just gonna have stringy hair. Oh my gosh, guys. There was literally just residual on my hands and it made my hair look like this. One thing I have learned when my hair is a little bit over oiled like this is that heat styling can sometimes help because it burns off the oil, but then the oil also helps to protect your hair, so it's kind of a win-win. So I'm just gonna curl my hair slightly, I guess. Okay, I had to go off camera to do some emergency triage. I actually physically sprayed dry shampoo in my hair to try and fix and absorb some of the oil, and then I used a bunch of texturizing spray, and I feel like now it looks mostly normal. That was touch and go for a minute there. But as far as my skin goes, it feels very moisturized and very soft, like a baby's butt. So on my skin, I really like it. On my hair, probably only when it's wet or never at all. I do think that if you have thicker hair, curly hair, coarse hair, you would get on better because then your hair can, you know, take a little bit more oil than my super fine hair can. That's just the way it goes. Comment down below if you have tried, you know, either the original hair oil or the rose one, and let me know if you like it on your hair and what hair type you have, because that could be very helpful for me and everybody else. Okay, let's keep going. This next one I didn't see an in-feed ad for, but I did see some sponsored posts for it, and it is called the Pony Popper. I found this through Behind the Chair. It comes in this cute little packaging that looks like it's meant to be like hung up and displayed. And then inside, you've got this piece of clear plastic. And essentially the idea is that you create a little tiny ponytail, clip this into the base of it, and then put more hair around it, and it makes your hair look extra thick. As you guys could probably guess from my obsession with volume and my most popular video of all time, my 5-minute ponytail routine, I like perky ponytails and I like thick ponytails. So this product is exactly the kind of thing that I would love. So that being said, let's test it out. All right, I've got my micro ponytail in. It does not have to be that small. I just want to make sure I have enough hair to cover this whole thing. So I'm just being conservative. Well, that was easy and it feels really secure. And now we pull all the rest of the hair into a ponytail and secure it with an elastic. All right, now I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm gonna arrange everything to try to make sure that it looks super thick. I have not turned my phone into a monitor so I can see the back of my head when I turn around. Let's see how this looks. What? What? That is my ideal ponytail. So like in here is the one doing all the work, and then out here, this looks beautiful. Are you kidding me? You have no idea. This is normally like 2 ponytails and claw clips and teasing and prayer to make it look like this. It is like aggressively full though, right? Like I feel for my hair texture, it looks, maybe it's just like based on what I'm used to, but it does look aggressively full. So that's the low ponytail version, which I feel like is the easy version. Let's see what it's like with a high ponytail. Heyo! Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like it for sure. Like, I love that the base looks thicker. It just helps to create this pretty arc. I do think that you could still have a little less hair than me and still be able to use it, but I think if you have very thin hair, it might be a little harder to cover the whole thing. I'd love to see this company come out with more sizes, like maybe a petite one, so you could use it for half updos, which would be really cool, but it would also work really well for those of you with, you know, thinner hair. I love it. I love the volume, but you know, just I think more options. That's the only thing I want is like more options, which I think is a really good thing. So yes, definitely recommend, definitely really, really like it. Definitely will continue to play around with it. Also, if I see people ripping this off and trying to sell it in drugstores and stuff, I'm gonna be mad. Like whoever came up with this is brilliant, and I hope they experience all the success from this that they deserve. And now onto our final product, temporary color spray that's supposed to work even on dark hair. For this, I'm gonna be using my dark brunette wig for a little bit of help in testing this out. I'm actually also gonna put on an old t-shirt just in case. I don't wanna get my pretty dress ruined by like pink and purple hair color. Well, this is a transformation. So these are the Hush Prism temporary hair colors. These are new at Sephora, so I'm pretty sure I saw it through Sephora's Instagram. And then I'm also pretty sure I saw it on Lipstick and Curls, which is when I was like first sucked in because she has dark hair, she used this, it showed up. I'm excited to try. So we have both Amethyst Haze and Malibu Pink. I think I'm gonna try one on one side and one on the other and we will see how this goes. Oh, you know, this is pink, but it's definitely showing up purple on the hair. Looking at my fingers, I can see that it's pink with purple reflex, so that probably makes sense as to why it looks purple on the hair, because mostly you're just seeing the reflex. I'm interested to see what purple looks like. So the base on this one is a lot darker, like it looks almost black, and then it has like a shiny pinkish purple reflect to it. And ha! This is why we wear the t-shirt. This side showed up way better than this side. Like there's a faint hue to it, but it's not much. This side is super pretty. And I really love that it has shimmer in the color because it doesn't end up looking like a super waxy, super matte, like your hair looks like straw, but there's some color to it. It actually looks like hair. It's pretty shiny and pretty. And I think as far as the spray and color goes, this looks really nice. It's not the color I thought it would be, but it looks really nice. Now L'Oreal sent me the Colorista spray-ins, which you guys have been asking me to test. That might be a whole other video, but I thought I would test their pink spray on this side just to compare what the two do, because this one's like a drugstore option and this one is a little bit more high-end. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Well, that's a lot more pigmented. But you can tell it's super duper matte. Like it looks like chalk on my fingers almost. This is pretty freaking texturized. If I was to wear this all day, it would be a big tangly mess. It's also really coming off on my hands as opposed to this one, which is really touchable. Like now comparing the two sides, this feels like there's nothing in it. And while there is still some transfer, it's significantly less. I also really love the shine on this side because whenever I catch it in the mirror, it actually looks kind of real because it has that shine to it. So even though the color isn't as pigmented, it looks so much better, whereas this looks a little bit costumey and a little bit gunky. Definitely, just in general, want to play around with more of these colors because this is the best feeling spray-on color I've ever tried. Now I'm back to my normal state. We tried some really good things and some really not great things today. I would say Coco and Eve was a winner. Just remember that you can buy really good things that are similar, a little bit less expensive. The Way Rose Hair and Body Oil. Like it almost ruined my hair today, so I want to be a little bit mad at it, but my skin feels so soft and I really love this scent. So I think I'm gonna use it again, but just for my body. I don't think I'm gonna use it on my hair. Then we have the Pony Popper, which I love. I think I need to buy another one just so I have a backup. I'm in love with it. I want more sizes. I just want more. I really, really love it. I'm gonna keep playing around with it, but overall, really loved it. Really recommend, thought it was great. And then finally the Prism hair color, I really liked it, especially that light pink color. I thought it was beautiful on dark hair. Came out purple, good thing to know, but if I had brunette hair and I wanted to play around with the color for whatever reason, that would be the one I would go for. So I did really like it. It's a little pricey, but I think as far as like a spray-in temporary color, it was fantastic. And yeah, that's it for today. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you want me to try and do next, and hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. And that is it for today. I will see you guys next Wednesday with my next one. Mwah! Bye! Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Nope. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Okay, one more time. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. Pony Popper. You can obtain your own pony... You can obtain your own Pony Popper... Pardon me while I grab a coffee cup and some twinkle lights and take a Tumblr photo.